Hello there, Trent. MegaMogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today, before we hop onto the actual deck tech part of the video, I want to go on a little bit of a ramble here since something very big happened, at least big for me. And that is that our YouTube channel reached 100,000 subscribers, and this is a big deal for me. For those of you who basically have been watching me very recently and don't know about my origins, I guess, I started my YouTube channel in June of 2014, so like 5.5 years ago. And it started as purely a creative outlet for me to share my experiences as I played and competed in the games that I loved, right? It was purely a hobby and one that I grew very passionate about really early on as well. And eventually, as a year passed, I made the risky decision of actually diving into it 100% and attempting to make a living out of it, since I love doing it so much. And 4 years after that, here we are at 100,000 subscribers, which is the very first big goal that I set out for myself. Obviously, when you start a YouTube channel, you are better off going, with short-term goals like, let's reach 10K, let's reach 20K, etc. But the big goal that everyone on this platform attempts to, or at least, dreams of having, is reaching 100,000, because that's kind of like the first big goal mark that says, you made it, right? And it's very important to me. Probably doesn't mean much to you at all, but it really does to me. And I just want to thank you guys for all the support throughout these years. I've covered many card games, and right now we are focusing on Legends of Runeterra. And I think I owe you guys also like a bit of an announcement, which I will use this video, because I don't want to make an exclusive video for that, because I've always stated that I am a card game channel and I have ties to nothing, and I will follow what I'm passionate about, but I also feel like I owe you guys some clarity and let you guys know what the plans are for our videos, onwards. And if you just want to see the gameplay, you can, don't worry, there's a timestamp in the description down below you can hop onto. But basically, when I started uploading Legends of Runeterra videos, I didn't really know how long, or more so how long, like how much I was going to particularly enjoy it. And I didn't have any like long-term plans. I was just kind of like going with, letting inertia take me, I guess, momentum, and just see what happened, and just see how much I truly enjoyed the game. And it turns out that I fell absolutely in love. This game has sparked quite the old flames within me. I guess I'm going to go ahead and label it that way, as it reminded me of why I'm so passionate about the card game genre. I think the potential is absolutely, it's just so exciting. It's hard to put into words. I think this game has an amazing future ahead of itself. I can't wait for new expansions, new regions, new champions, and I haven't felt so passionate about something in a very long time. So I'm gonna say it. The focus of this channel is going to be Legends of Runeterra for the foreseeable future. It doesn't mean I quit Magic the Gathering, but I have to follow what I truly love. I have not been shy from pointing out Magic the Gathering's, flaws in the past. Primarily those revolving around the land system, which I have stated numerous times I utterly despise. And this game it's kind of like, in a way, I experience everything that Magic provides to me, but without the non-games. Every match is a match. Every game is a game. Card draw variance is inherently a part of any card game, and obviously it's a part of Legends of Runeterra as well. But there's no mana screw, no mana flood, and I just feel like this game is more consistent, and the mechanics are amazing, and I just absolutely love every aspect of its design, from the dynamic components, the in-depth gameplay, and also the simplicity that makes it more appealing and less intimidating for newer players as well. I just think this game has it all, and I'm gonna go with it. I love it. I have been playing it non-stop for all these days, and every day I just want to play it more and more and more and more, and I am just so excited and loving it. So Legends of Runeterra is what you can expect on this channel on a daily basis. And that's where I'll end this little rant right here. This normally in my videos, I jump directly into the deck tech and the gameplay, but I felt like I had to give you guys a bit of an update here. And hopefully those of you who only watch me for Magic understand. You know, I know some of you will be frustrated at me, rightfully so, I get it. But at the same time, I don't owe you anything. It is my channel. I post what I want, what makes me happy, and Legends of Runeterra is what does that. So, because I feel like when I'm happy and I'm passionate, my content is just so much better. And I think it shows. So, without further ado, that's basically my message right there. Regardless, those of you who have supported me all this time, even if you only watch me for Magic, I am super grateful. And I have never taken anything for granted, and never will. So, today we're going to be playing YASUO Shinderu, a YASUO mid-range deck. I spent all stream yesterday playing with YASUO, combining Ionia and Noxus, in a mid-range build with a bit of aid from Katarina as well. YASUO is a champion that a lot of you have been asking me to feature in the channel and to build around, and I'm very excited for this deck as we had some very good results with it yesterday. Not a crazy win streak, you know, like keep in mind I'm playing in Masters rank against the highest ranked players out there, so obviously we face some really tough matchups, and the deck does have certain flaws. YASUO, because of how you have to build around them, is more draw dependent than other champion focused strategies, which is one of the reasons why he's not as popular, but he's still very good, very much underrated, and a powerhouse if you build around him properly. So we're going to show, you know, my own take at the stun recall archetype. As you can see, YASUO is a 4-mana 4/3 with quick attack. When you stun or recall an enemy, I deal 2 damage to it, and then you need to stun or recall 6 or more units to level him up. When you level him up, he goes Turbo YASUO Shinderu mode, kills all of his enemies, and, you know, strikes every enemy that, okay, I'm not streaming. And somebody just subscribed to me, so sorry, sorry about that. that doesn't happen. It's very weird. Somebody subbed to my stream without me being streaming. So yeah, sorry if that threw you off. Anyways, when you stun or recall an enemy, I strike it. So obviously, instead of just dealing 2 damage, he will deal damage to the enemy we stun or recalled, equivalent to his power, which is a very powerful ability. It becomes an absolute threat if unanswered, and that is our objective. So our objective is to level him up as early as possible, because there's a very big difference between these 2 stages of YASUO, right? So we have a deck that is comprised of a lot of stun effects, but also a lot of self-recall effects as well. Not only recalling our opponent's units through the likes of Will of Ionia, but also focusing on recalling our own units, so we get to level up YASUO as fast as possible, like I said. So we have a bit of a pseudo-elusive sort of like early game core with the Inspiring Mentor alongside Navari Conspirator, I don't know how to pronounce this English. Shadow Assassin, obviously, these are no-brainers, 3 copies of Deny as we're playing Ionia. But then we got stun effects such as a triple set of Arachnoid Sentry, which is why you want to mix a YASUO Ionia build with Noxus, because it's where the direct support towards, you know, stun effects lies. A one-off of Katarina, which, you know, has her recall effect. Like, she exacerbates the effects of stuns and frostbite, like I mentioned in my frostbite challengers video. She gives you extra attacks, which enable you to capitalize on the opponent's stunned units and therefore lack of defenses. So we have her as a one-off, and you can put in a lot of work, as you're going to see in today's video. We also have Legion General Minotaur Reckoner as a one-off, as our big late game bombs, but we only need 1 copy of each because we tend to play this very late in the match, despite them not being that expensive to play. And Yone as our late game sort of like stunner with a big body. People have suggested I play Mina, which I did try out early on, but ultimately the vast majority of the time Yone is just more useful because he's 2 mana cheaper, has better stat lines, and the effect tends to be of the same impact in most cases. So we're going with 2 Yones instead of Mina in that case. Intimidating Roar is one of the most powerful snowbally ways you can actually capitalize on YASUO's ability. Intimidating Roar can be an absolute big power just swing in your favor with YASUO on the board, because we can basically have a board wipe for the opponent happening for 5 mana that can also open up our path to attack for lethal, and that is extremely powerful, especially against aggro decks such as aggro spiders and just aggressive, you know, fearsome based builds from Shadow Owls in general, Intimidating Roar can be super. It's like it's the biggest, you know, payoff from playing Yasuo, and that's why we're playing 2 copies of it. The rest of the deck has a bunch of stun effects such as Steel Tempest, Shadow Shift, which I like as a one-off to protect our units. And as you guys can see, we're playing 2 copies of Recall, which is a really good card, honestly. Like it plays around the opponent's removal really effectively, and Guile is also there to push damage early on. And it's a card that ultimately I underestimated at first, as I didn't include it in the deck initially because it's a slow spell, which really does limit it, but it's actually really good at enabling us to power through, especially with a full set of Fey Blade Twirler, which is an absolute menace if we're able to, you know, stun the opponent's defenses early on. And the reason why we're playing a one-off of Herald of Spring, this card actually really comes into play against aggressive matchups, as we can support and give lifesteal to Faye, which gets really high in attack, so that even if she does get chump blocked, we still gain a hell of amount of life, which can be the difference between winning or losing. And in this video today, you guys are going to see why this card deserves this slot, even if it is as a one-off. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the deck list right there. Today's deck tech was a little bit longer, but technically 6 minutes, but I have a bit of a ramble at the beginning. So yeah, there's always in case you're watching this, there's always a link in the description down below to skip to the gameplay directly in case you're only looking forward to that. But I feel like a lot of you really like these explanations, and I think they're ultimately necessary, and I enjoy doing them as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you for 100,000 subscribers. We're gonna go onwards and see if we can reach 200k soon as well. And that's all I gotta say. Have a solid day. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you tomorrow. Honestly, all right, aggro again. Let's try.
Make it round, just like good old times. No, I'm not playing Runeterra.
Oh my god, dude. People, every time. I can't say no to the hand. Dude, like, what is that? Like 50, 44? That's not $50 though, right? Dude, people, god damn it. Fuck, dude, I don't even know what to say. That's, you gotta stop, man. Like, you've donated so much already in the past, man. I feel terrible. Fucking love you, mate. Thank you so much, dude.
Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers. I'll do better this time. How did that move go?
I want to prevent damage.
My sweet button. Think you're fast? Cute. Reporting in? Pick on someone your own speed.
I know what lurks in the shadows. We could use a bite.
Want to see these moves up close? Oh, it's on.
So young.
Never play face. I salute you.
There it is again. We have to use Katarina as a blocker here.
I'll do better this time.
Trading to you. Trading to you.
Want to see these moves up close?
I mean, that Minotaur is actually pretty good.
Handle this myself.
Oh shit, there's Yasuo.
Come closer. I don't bite.
Sleep is for the guiltless.
Noxian strength.
You won't suffer long.
Welcome to try.
Nothing personal. I thought you'd run.
No one is promised tomorrow.
Guys, are you ready?
Death is like the wind.
Are you fucking ready?
I sigh.
Are you ready? Mom spaghetti.
Where's my axe?
Nothing personal, kid.
They should have me.
Because a lot of times you think a certain card is bad, but you put it to practice and it turns out to be pretty damn good. And that happens way too often, so may as well try it. Alright, here we go. Very aggressive focused deck, so I'm actually going to mulligan everything. I'm going to mulligan very aggressively to find Yasuo. I mean, that hand is just already much better. We have a nice curve, and yeah, we can still, you know, hope to draw Yasuo later in the line. Fuck this shit game and fuck these fearsome shit fucks. Maybe you need a break.
You'll thank me later.
Alright, let's go.
Done.
Come closer.
I don't bite.
Time for a leap of faith.
This should deter him from attacking. Did you like your Ezreal deck? I loved it. I actually loved it. Alright.
Bite.
You called
Mark of the Owls? Mark of the Owls. Alright.
Worth it.
Yep, pretty much worth it.
You'll soon understand my methods.
I mean, this combination is just really good. It's just a really good card. All right,
Quietly now.
put in Swarming. I want to discourage him from attacking with the Wraithcaller because I will trade into it.
Don't want you.
Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers.
Walk softly, strike quickly. Stay safe. I'll take it from here.
My training is unconventional. The shadow approaches.
You call that sneaky?
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Pay or bleed. Escape. Nothing personal.
Oh, it's on.
We have to block like this because otherwise we lose to a Mark of the Owls. Though to be fair, a Rasa hits us pretty hard too now, but at the same time we have a deny anyways, so let's play you first.
The order rewards its faithful.
There's our boy. Now, does he have a Black Spear and the Rasa? Is my question. I sure hope not. Better safe than sorry. I mean, it's a pretty big deal because if we play YASUO now, we clear his 2 creatures there. But at the same time, this guy is a huge ass motherfucker who just doesn't give a shit. If that's a Rasa, he hits me for 2 here, and that's pretty brutal, but then I drop this anyways. Fuck it. We're going YASUO.
No one is promised tomorrow.
We're going YASUO.
I go where the road takes me.
We risk it. Because it's not the worst case, it's not the worst thing in the world if he has a Rasa. If he has a Rasa, it's actually not that bad. Hasaki! Have to chop down these fucking spiders, bro. Alright.
All will kneel before Noxus.
Noxus
Oh my god, look at the thickness though! Dude, this deck is actually killing it. Holy hell.
I stand for Noxus.
You're a little bitch, that's what you are. Crowd favorite. You got one fan. One fan in the world. Fuck you. Alright, let's go with this.
Fate brings us together.
This is fucking beautiful, dude. And these denies.
I pull the strings.
Oh. Hasaki! Omaiwamu Shindaru. Ooh, nice. Card draw. I like card draw. This just wins the game. Gotcha. All right, Mr. Jones. Have you thought about Minna Swiftfoot? I used to run her. She's too expensive, too slow. She's good. She's high impact, right? But Yone just feels better. Yone just feels better every time.
New recruit reporting in.
You'll thank me later.
A real battle.
We're not gonna block that.
Think you're fast? Cute.
Flavor and spice.
Arigato gozaimasu. Waffle Fish, thank you for the sub, buddy.
Batter 'em.
For 3 mana, for 3 mana, for 3 mana.
On an empty stomach.
3 mana, what can he have that can boost this to...
Want to see these moves up close?
Get me a sweet bun. Heightens the senses.
Yeah! Alright, so the idea here is I want to see if he... Okay, that's a problem. Because I wanted to play YASUO, but I'm going to have to play YASUO next turn. I think I need a bit of a better line of defense here.
Looking for a daring escape. One sprint for each crab I saw today.
I'll do my best.
Pledge yourself to the shadows.
Man, this is going to be absolutely crazy that goes through. It's worth taking this hit.
We go as one.
You call that sneaky? Worth it.
They call us murderers as though it were an insult.
Save it for someone who'll listen.
Shut the fuck up! Obviously, obvious deny is obvious, but we gotta try, man. We gotta believe, ladies and gentlemen. No deny! Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, if he denies, he gets spied with his head. Yeah, that's what I intend to do, right? But
There's a chill in the air.
arigatou gozaimasu.
Strike hard, strike true.
Well, shit. Do we think he has a shield? We don't, right? No, but we don't risk it. I mean, it would have to be a 3-mana shield, and nobody plays that, right? Thank you for the gift subs, Owl Milk. Thank you so much. I'm just convinced he doesn't play Prismatic Barrier, but we may as well be patient. That's a decent draw.
Only the worthy survive.
I'll show you how it's done.
Shadows cut deep as any weapon.
Man, that sucks. If I block here, that's 1, 3, 6, 12. Oh, that's 12. That's 12. 6, 9, 12. I mean, he could have more buffs, but I have to do it like this. I have to. Like, if he has more buffs, then we lose. Like, another brought back kills us anyways. But we need to, like, if we want to win this game, we have to do it like this. He has 2 cards left in his hand. Like, he could not have a way too lethal here, but it seems like he does. Yeah, like, come on. He has 2 back-to-backs. Yeah. Alright, GG.
Claim what is ours.
GG. we have to try. He had the answers. I cry every time. Guile should be a fast spell. It would be broken, man. Like, it'd be so busted if it was fast. Maybe if it was like a bit more expensive, but just 1 mana. Raph, thank you for the sub, man. Minotaur feels very weak. It's won us games. In some matchups, like, it's really good. Okay, so Recall is actually pretty important here. I'm gonna keep this in. Even though it seems a bit clunky because we don't have a target for Conspirator, I do think we still keep it. The character in Guile's art is called LeBlanc. Oh! I had no idea. Alright, let's go with Fate.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Bum, bum.
The order rewards its faithful.
I'm gonna play this because I do have a... Yeah! I do have a recall. In case he wants to go for like an avalanche to deal with the 2-2. Alright. Okay. Our attack kind of got denied there and they rammed. That was pretty good for them. Will of Ionia hits us really well, but unfortunately that's pretty much all I can do. I should have gone for Will of Ionia immediately, by the way. I should have gone for Will of Ionia immediately, not give him the opportunity to take that pass.
I dare you.
That was a misplay, by the way, guys. That was a misplay. Sometimes I slip up with those things. It's good to wait for your opponent to do stuff, but in certain scenarios you gotta go for the immediate play, and it's pretty obvious why. Like in that case, I think it's self-explanatory. I have a deny, but he has a thresh, which he may just want to play if I drop the Conspirator. So I'm gonna go for the attack directly. Get him low. It's fine.
natural.
I gotcha. Let's float that mana. So we have deny backup, amongst other things. Double deny even, potentially. My opponent's ramping like crazy, so we gotta... This time we're not gonna make the same mistake. We're gonna go for the Will of Ionia directly. All according to my calculations.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Can I get a short master's opinion on a deck I made? If yes, link or code? Sure. Alright, let's go for big boy damage.
Pick on someone your own speed.
Silent as death.
Anivia is threatening. But if he does play Anivia, I actually can go Intimidating Roar on it.
The Freljord's eternal guardian!
Or just this. Yeah, I feel like I may be underestimating Guile significantly.
Underestimate. I dare you.
That gives him a blocker, which we don't want.
You'll soon understand my methods.
Death is like the wind, always by my side.
We're threatening lethal right now.
Now who's got the upper hand?
No one is promised tomorrow.
Think you're fast? Cute. Underestimate. I dare you.
These two will be wiped out with Anivia's attack. But I'm balancing these back so I get more card draw.
This isn't part of the training.
Whoa, tough luck, buddy.
The dark beckons.
There's nowhere to hide.
Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers.
I could have taken a different approach, but
The order rewards its faithful.
that's really good. He could have a Ruination, okay? A Ruination. So, in order to do things right, we lead off with this. Because with this, we threaten lethal. With our current board state. You could think, oh well, but drop Yasuo, and no, like Yasuo is actually.
We burn, then kindle anew.
He can't Ruination anymore.
Your brother fell low, or rather, screamed it.
Possible.
There we go. What do you think of a hand reveal mechanic for this game? Too strong? Unnecessary. Just straight up unnecessary. Alright, we got the Fae here. In this matchup, I don't think we need Intimidating Roar. Katarina can be pretty good. Let's keep Katarina, actually. Alright.
Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers. One sprint for each crab I saw today.
Think you're fast? Cute.
Looking for a daring escape?
Let's see if he actually plays something, if he gets greedy. I mean, a Zed doesn't make any sense here, so I have a...
Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers.
Alright, let's punish him. We could play Arachnoid Sentry, but I like this.
Stay safe. I'll take it.
Now we have a blocker for his 4-3. One we haven't invested in, so it's not a trade that he's looking forward to. And I can just proceed to drop the Mentor again. What will I will definitely buff Yasuo next time around. Okay. That makes sense.
Give me a sweet bun. Heightens the senses.
That makes sense. You could trade this into this. But we have a blocker for that, so we halt his attack, which is really nice. We don't get to, you know, keep pressuring him with Fae, but it's still a good exchange for us. Like we get a body there to jump block. Unless he wants to like trade with the elusive.
Quietly now.
Okay, he's gonna do that. Alright. I want to stun this so it can't chump block my Fae.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Hey.
Without a sound.
Walk softly, strike quickly.
This isn't part of the training.
Alright, this is where Herald of the Spring can shine. This is where he can shine.
Let the bloodshed begin.
I'm gonna play Katarina since I do have Deny backup.
An apt pupil.
My life for the Order.
Try to keep up. solves everything.
Nice.
You'll soon understand my method.
You hear that? Little Joshua, listen to your master. He's actually technically a senpai, according to the game. We're gonna flow 3 mana for the deny. Whoo! 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 We gotta survive this turn, which is super easy. Thanks to you know who! You know who, motherfucking Empyrean. Okay, we can go for the kill here. But that takes, how much mana do we have? We have 10 mana, which means we actually can't do that. So we may as well just play, like, he can't kill us, right? That's 7, 11, 13, 16. 17 damage. 17 fucking damage. Holy mother of elusives. He could kill me with that. I have to go for this. I have to go for this. Why, you may ask? Because, basically because my opponent could have a Twin Disciplines and kill me here. Like, Twin Disciplines is actually exact lethal. It sucks because I have a Yasuo, but I have to, like... The threat is very real. These decks love to play Twin Disciplines. Arigato gozaimasu.
Hey. Like
Yeah, look at that.
said,
Look at that. See, he had it. He
goes
fucking
to
had
you
it.
Again.
Do not deny me. I have many faiths.
This isn't part of the training.
And that's just 2 blockers.
My sleep button.
Right, Katarina?
No going back.
Let's return the favor, shall we? Oh! Read like a book, son.